with, and I always start from head to toe. And another thing is I always start with foam rolling, then stretching. That's how I get the most out of this recovery program that I'm going to show you. So starting at the top, I typically start with the foam roller at the chest. From the middle of the chest here in the sternum, out to the pec minor. And I also continue out to the bicep, where so you basically got to tie in here for your pec, and then it ties in also for your bicep. And if you've been doing strength camp workouts, or you've been doing strongman workouts, you know that the biceps take a beating, even though we do very little curls. So here's how you do this. You want to lay it sort of on an angle, and put your sternum right across that angle. It's like this here. What I like to do then is turn my head away, lean into it. And you'll notice I'm rolling back and forth like I'm kneading dough. So you're just going to want to go up and down. I'm going to do a little bit more, but I'm going to switch the camera for you just because it feels so good. So you're going to go up and down right from the elbow all the way across to the sternum. After I get the front of the body real good, basically when you roll out like that, you've got something called fascia that like encapsulates all your muscles. It's like a thin sheet of plastic, if you can imagine, plastic wrap over your muscles, and it's like you're stretching that fascia so that the muscle can breathe in there better, so the muscles can move around a lot better. So now that I've done the front of my body, my bicep and the pec minor, now I have the ability to extend a lot better. So what we're going to do next is more of a mobilization than an actual like massage, and I call it thoracic foam roller. And you'll see what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set it just a few inches below my shoulder blades. The sun's coming up, so now that I got it clear, whatever. You're going to put your hands behind your head. You're just going to lean over it, just like this here. Every once in a while, use your hands to pull on your head and slide up a little bit. Basically what you're doing there is you're opening up that thoracic spine. We've become so flexed over that now you can extend it by folding your body up over the foam roller. That's the next one. Now that we've completed my favorite two upper body foam rollers, what we want to do next is start attacking the hips and the legs. And this is really where you start getting, it hurts, quite frankly. So the first place I start are with the hip flexors and the quads, the front of the quads. I'm going to show you a few different ways to do it. As I'm going through, I'm going to be changing angles. Take note, just pay attention to the angles that I'm changing and switching out to. Sometimes I'll be doing inner thighs, sometimes I'll be doing outer thighs, and I may roll all the way up onto my IT bands, and I'll try to explain that as I'm going along. But what you guys will see is the full expression of the foam roll workout, or myofascial self-release for the lower body. So I hope you guys can see me here, but I've got the foam roller right at the top of my hip flexor. And what I want to start doing is walking forward. Okay, now I'm going to start getting the inner thigh down to the knee. Side now, I'm going to get right on the side of you can see I'm going right up on the side of my thigh. Got this leg crossed over to use for leverage, but I'm right on my side. It's going to feel like hell, I promise you. You're right on your IT band, your iliotibial band or something like that. And it's like a big tendon that's just going to be excruciating pain. You go from your hip all the way down to your knee. Now this leg that I'm actually doing, I've got the toe pointed. That's real important also. So I'm coming back around and going across the front. And then back into the middle. After I've done the inside, the outside, the middle and the outside. What I also want to do is, I'm going to come around this way for you. I want to get the glutes. And you got a tiny little muscle in there called your Piriformis. And it's locked in between your femur and your pelvis. The way you get it is you take the side of the leg that you're going to stretch, you're going to cross it up over this leg. That exposes the Piriformis, and you're just going to roll right on it. And again, it's gonna hurt. Do this, and then I'll repeat it on the other side. All right, the last area that I like to stretch or foam roll are the calves. What you do is you just set your calf right on top of the foam roll. Take the other leg to give some pressure. Sit right on top of it, and you go straight up from the ankle to the knee. Also, like I did with the quads, you want to sort of angle it. You're gonna get the insides, get the outside. And repeat on both legs.